I won't spoil anything in this video, so listen up while I explain why this book is great. The book, This Woven Kingdom. The author, Tahareh Mafi. The story, romance plus Persia plus Percy Jackson plus Cinderella. My rating? Let's talk about it. What a strange girl you are, to behold a rose and perceive only the thorns, never the bloom. First, some background. We meet Aliza, who is a djinn. To explain djinn, I first thought genie, but of wrought-in-fire genie. Well, she's a woman, but she has superpowers and ice-white eyes. We are in a fantastical Persian kingdom, where jinn, these mythical creatures, are treated as pariahs. Despite all of her power, Aliza is a downtrodden servant with a sad background and a promising destiny. She mops floors by day and spends her nights embroidering beautiful dresses. After a mugging gone wrong, she catches the eye of Prince Kamran, and it's over for them. The sparks are immediate, and the romance is fairly PG. Some details about this story I wanted to call out. Aliza's background colors her world, and the depth in her level of empathy is really striking. Her compassion is a strength, not a weakness. This story is lush, with the vivid descriptions of clothing, given Aliza's expert eye, and details of colors and smells really makes this a feast for the senses. These rich details really made it feel like there was a whole world that was surrounding these characters. We also follow Prince Kamran's perspective. His view is a little manic pixie-esque, where this wonderful woman sweeps him off his feet and forces him to look at the world through new eyes. But it works. There is a great scene where Aliza is working as a seamstress, and as soon as I finished the chapter, I ran to my notes to jot something down. Girls support girls, and I love it. As I read, I felt like I was missing things. Some of the characters' backgrounds are wild sounding, where they're being raised by birds, and I paused and was like, am I missing something? Is this a reference? Yes, it is. A quick lesson. Shahnameh, the Book of Kings, is a Persian epic poem written 1,000 years ago, and it speaks to the history and spirit of the people by blending together heroes and myth. It's like the Iliad to Greeks or the Aeneid for Romans, but with more cultural significance, I think, for Persians today. My not knowing Shahnameh is a lapse, and this book has cracked open that door. Even with my non-background, I could see characters and concepts were being lifted from Shahnameh. With that said, let me just dip my toe in to reference this hugely important cultural work. Real quick. As I read, I felt like Aliza's lack of deference for royalty and push for justice and really pushing for equality for other people felt modern. Not out of place. There are other characters that mirror her thoughts, but modern. Well, that's not so. In Shahnameh, you have Mazdak, a reformist who advocated for wealth redistribution and the lessening of figureheads. Socialism from the year 1000? Nothing is new. But this is why I love books. Authors can build from these hallmarks, recombine them to tell their own story, and then broaden it to a new audience. For those familiar with the poem, you should be able to predict some themes and where this woven kingdom will take you, but be warned, this is still a remix. To speak to some points against it, this book is not my normal wheelhouse, as it's a lighter fantasy and romance-centered. That's not the book's fault, that's just on me. There are some repetitive things where plot points get signposted, lampshaded? They get mentioned a few times to come back to later. A lot of characters have the same level of snark, and that makes it so some of them blend together. The ending really ramps up with some twists and new characters thrown at you. It could work for some, it didn't fully cut it for me. Also, everyone is described as having a shock of hair. It's a shock of red hair, a shock of white hair. Shock, shock, shock. I would rate this Woven Kingdom 3 out of 5 stars. I know. I said it was great. This rating is not because the story was bad, it's because I wasn't the right audience for it. I most appreciate it because it introduced me to this new world of stories through Shahnameh, and I'm going to spend some time digging there. It's like reading The Hobbit before Lord of the Rings, the dessert before the meal. Thanks for watching. I've enjoyed reviewing newly released books, Thank God for the library. Let me know if you prefer this, or would rather hear my thoughts on some older hits. I'll see you in the next one.